Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mega spammer. Look at my glorious empire, so beautiful, so amazing, so endless in its internal amazingness that I even lack the words to describe it. Here is the Kingdom of Poland, and there is the Kingdom of Losers. So, last time we left off, not much happened really. I did establish a city of Łódź right over here, and somebody complained saying that this right here was a much better location, and I definitely agree, but as I mentioned in the comments, Space Butterfly itself, or himself or herself, I don't really know what kind of deity a Space Butterfly is, but it is a thing, revealed its will to me, saying that I should really take this fish towel because I feel like it. Anyway, that's it for the divinity of this videocast. What am I going to do now? Well, first of all, I'm going to have a look at which one of my units is awaiting orders. Those would be the Composite Bowman and the Horseman. Right, so what I can do is absolutely not a lot. Actually, hold on a second, those bowmen are my scouts. I didn't even realize that. So I can move to this tile, gain a defensive bonus from a not grassland, from a hill and a forest, rain arrows on the swordsman. I do get a penalty because I'm unhappy, and apparently that's unfortunate that I'll have to do something about that, but I cannot do anything as of yet. And now, since the enemy is weakened, I can safely attack him with my cavalry. It's not like I wouldn't be able to do it safely without weakening him first, but now I was just able to deal more damage and the enemy dealt less damage to me in return, which all in all is a pretty good thing. Also, I can retreat to the hills because, hey, why not? Yudir says, well, finish making that road. I'm thinking that a road on this tile is a fairly solid idea. I'm going to waste my movement point regardless of where I go, so might as well have my road over here, because then it will be better from a logistical perspective when I want to make perhaps another road to this city from here. It would take me a shorter amount of time, since I'll only have to cover, 3 towns instead of 4 if I had not made a road over here. Okay, happiness is still an issue. I still do not. In fact, I do have a Colosseum. Okay, and I'm still so unhappy. That's pretty sad, but I remember myself being surprised. As you may guess, some time has passed since the last video. In fact, I am ready to end the 10 and explain to you that yesterday there was no video from me. In fact, yesterday for you is today for me, and the reason for that is it is really late right now. And I'll try to upload this video in time, but I know my internet, I'm probably not going to be able to do this. In fact, the reason why I'm not recording Soldiers of the Stars, the pit video right now, is because I do not believe I'll be able to upload a video before I go to bed. I'll need to leave my computer running overnight, and since I have to do it anyway, I might as well record a video that is going to create a larger file. And since, Civilization always leaves a larger file to record, I might as well get this over with, and tomorrow I'll be able to upload Sword of the Stars the pit very quickly. So that's why I did what I did. Anyway, Yudir says, finish off this swordsman. Shouldn't be a problem since there's only one left. He took 1 billion of arrows to the chest, that's about right, and I forgot to log off Steam. That doesn't happen too often recently, but it does happen from time to time, I guess. Right, offline, thank you very much, you can go now. As for you, dear houseman, what do I want to do with you? Well, I guess scouting might be a decent idea. I want to see if the Monaco... Oh wow, that's a huge amount of spearmen. It keeps amusing me all the time. But anyway, I do not see Monaco anywhere as of yet, so I'm hoping they're not really going to try and take this area. I just realized there's also a Faithful Hill here, but I will have access to him. I want to establish a city here. 1 to 3 towns away is Old Faithful. It's going to be alright. Yep, it is an amazing city location. I wanted it badly. Anyway, you just sir. Well, I guess you're a sir, but you're also a caravan, which I want to establish to Mombasa. Do I have range from here? Yes, I do, but it will only give me 1 gold per turn. I was really hoping for more. Now, what I could do is establish a trade route to one of my old enemy cities. The problem with that is, well, first of all, I don't want them to gain anything, and right now they are a severe lack of gold. Keep in mind, they're giving me pretty much all the gold they have, So if I establish a trade route with them, they will gain some gold, and I don't want them to. I want them to starve, or rather go bankrupt and whatnot. Also, I don't want them to gain science. I mean, I would gain more science, I think. Wait, I'm not sure actually who would gain more science. Okay, I will gain more science because apparently they have discovered more technologies that I do not know. That's scary because I used to be the science mastermind, now I'm really far behind. I really need those libraries. But anyway, science is tempting. But I want Mombasa to be my friends. Establishing this trade out will make them my friends, undoubtedly, and this will increase my population growth in Warsaw, which is what I'm most concerned about. Also, I know I'm right now focused on production, focus on focus, good job, brain, but that's really necessary. Also, let's have a quick look if any of my dear opponents is working on anything. Marrakesh, I'm pretty certain they're making, actually they cannot make a statue of Zeus, can they? Because they do not have honor. No, they only have piety, so whatever they're going for, it is going to be bad. Does it look like what I'm making right now? I'm trying to see... Is this Paraffion? If this is Paraffion, then it looks fairly similar to what they're doing. I do have more production than Morocco, so I hope that I can make it before they do. Alright. Anyway, Shaka went for liberty and they went for tradition, but I have hanging others, so I do not have to worry about them stealing that from me. But maybe they were going for something else. No, I only see 2 of their wonders and I do not think they have anything else. Good! Potentially I'll be able to get my Paraffion, whatever it's called, soon enough. And that's really all I care about right at this point in time. I do want Hagia Sophia badly, but I don't think I'll rush it. I probably have some time before AI gets it. And before I do get Hagia Sophia, I would rather get another settler. I do have unhappiness and I will have it continuously for some time, so I might as well get the settler ASAP. Also what I need are those crabs. I need them badly, and thus I want a workboat, which I cannot really get. I should have purchased a workboat from the money I got from the Zulus, instead of purchasing a Tukar stable. It is late now, but it is what I should have done, really. Oh well, it is too late now. Is there anything else that can give me extra happiness? Not really. No, I cannot even trade with anything, so yeah, I will be unhappy for quite some time. This road, though, will increase my happiness. Keep that in mind, because I do have this meritocracy trait, and no! What on earth is a Moroccan seller doing here? I do not want you to be here. In fact, you know what? Can I kill this guy? I will not reach him in 1 turn. That's annoying. Yeah, I will not reach this guy. I want to kill him. Even if it means that I will have to declare war on Morocco, I'm willing to do so, because this is my city location. This is what I want to have. If the enemy makes a city somewhere over here, I will either have to capture it if he makes it over here where I want it, or if he makes it at a less desirable position, like somewhere like here, for example, or here or whatever, then I'll actually have to kill this guy, besiege his city, and then raise it, which is suboptimal because it will create a ton of unhappiness. Anyway, Great War completed by Venice. Very solid idea, considering this is the only city they really can make stuff in. So yeah, I can definitely see why they went for that. Mombasa are happy, they are now my friends, they give me extra food, that's very nice. We can now declare war on the Zulus, but I'm fairly certain Zulus fear us. Venice have stronger army, that's not a problem. Morocco have stronger army, that is a problem. And Zulu have as strong army as I do, which is also actually a problem, because now that I am spreading my empire, it will be progressively more difficult to actually defend it. Then again, the enemy has more or less as strong an army as I do. I don't pretty much have anything. I have an archer, a warrior, a catapult, and a horseman. If that is strong enough to actually face against the Zulus army and whatever, and possibly Morocco's army as well, then really it should be fairly easy to get back into the game. Also, you just said, what do you need? I really need the library. As much as I would love to go for something else, library is the way to go for me right now. So I'll do just that. I could use some more workers as well, but at the moment I don't have really the time to actually make them. I just hope that my religion will spread fast enough, but right now it's not doing the best job at spreading. I do have 7 followers, which is increasing my production by 7%, which is nice, but I need more than that. Okay, you just heal up. Somebody else needs orders. Yes, you. Keep an eye out on this location because I'd love to know if Morocco tries to settle over here. What are they doing with the settlers over here anyway? It's so far away from the capital. Those bastards. Anyway, let's end my turn. Let me drink some juice. I was smart, so I prepared it into my cup. And now I don't have to wait for it to actually go into my mouth. Which sounds very weird indeed, but whatever. I'll drink it.
Mechanical science is the noblest and above all the others, the most useful.
Okay, that's very nice, Leonardo. I appreciate it a lot. Let's increase the game's sounds actually because they're relatively low, I feel. Strange. Although I did accidentally fiddle with my audio settings, so some things may be off, unfortunately. Which has more citizens. I have a trade route between Krakow and Warsaw. Problem is, this trade route does give me some happiness because, as you can see, meritocracy gives me +1 happiness for each city I own that is connected to capital. But because wood has just grown, it is also producing 1 additional unhappiness, which, you know, puts me right back at -1 happiness, which is very bad because, you know, it is lowering my everything pretty much. Especially the city's growth, which is the biggest issue because, yeah, otherwise I would probably already have Warsaw with like 11 or something new population. Anyway, I could continue making a trade route to wood, but what is more important is getting this cotton. As you remember, I refused an offer from Zulus where we signed a peace treaty when they offered me cotton because I had a quick access to it. As it turns out, it's not as quick as I would like it to be, but it's relatively good enough. With this cotton, I will be able to actually go into positives in terms of approval, but it will quickly change again because of me settling another city over here. And I forgot, no! I forgot to kill those guys! They didn't move though. Whew. I was really terrified for a second. Okay, Morocco. First of all, let's see, maybe I can ask them not to settle a city nearby. Yes? Salam alaikum to you, and yeah, Zid as well. Please don't settle near any cities near us. We agree. He actually did agree. I am shocked. It happened to me in the past. I mean, when I played as Korea, I did manage to ask China not to settle a city where I didn't want them to settle. So I'm not going to attack the settlers. They promised they will not settle a city, and when AI does it, from my experience, the little experience I have with this claim, I mean this request, they will actually listen to you. If they say that they listen, that they care about you, then they will not settle a city. So I do not need to attack this guy. Makes me very, very happy and allows me to progress to the next turn without waging unnecessary wars. Very nice indeed. Let's finish my turn. You know what I need? I need even more caravans. Why? That's fairly simple. Extra caravans will allow me to get extra science from factories that have more science than I do.
The moon shine at full or no?
Guy, I'm pretty certain that when I look outside the window, I can see if the moon shines or not and how full it is. I don't need some kind of spying glass to actually be able to tell the difference. Anyway, new policy, that's very, very nice. I'm going to give myself fine arts. Now, right now it is not going to benefit me in any way, shape or form, but in the future when I have more colosseums and whatnot, this will actually be important, so happily I will go for this law. Alright, Judas says continue guarding this area and... hold on a second. Okay, can you guard in this area? Now, I don't know where this guy wants to settle, because keep in mind, I want those gems to be mine. And if I settle a city nearby over at this town, I will be able to get access to those gems. But if this guy thinks that here is far enough from my empire, then I'll have a little bit of a problem, won't I? So I need to try and kind of chase this guy away, make sure that he really does not settle a city nearby. Mind you, I don't know what the enemy AI, what the AI means when it says nearby. It might mean that he'll settle a city over here instead of over here, but it might also mean that he'll actually listen to the voice of reason and settle a city over here or not settle it at all. Anyway, you just actually scout a little. I want to see if Morocco is coming, but I'm not gonna venture too far away. Actually, I could go over here. I can see a river over here. There's a possibility that there are other places nearby that I didn't discover yet, so I should have kept going, but it's too late now. Anyway, I'm actually not going to make the cellar. Why? I really need a great library. and making it a seller would make it way more difficult, and also I would get even more unhappiness and whatnot. It doesn't look like anybody is trying to capture this town, and while I could use another city, this can wait. What is more important for me right now is more happiness and more science, and I can acquire this by getting national epic, because this will increase the great people generation in my capital, which is great. Or alternatively, I can just make yet a caravan, which is what I want. I also need another worker, but Hagia Sophia is also very important to me. I'll think what I get first. I'll think about it. Anyway, let's finish the 10. I will get access to bronze walking, nice and easy. Access to Statue of Zeus, which I will not be able to erect because I have no desire to go to honor at all. But whatever, I don't really care. And it looks like, yes, finally I'm positive in happiness. And 1.5 of that is also heading into my social policies. And there we go. Speak.
Earth proudly wears the Parthenon as the best gem upon the zone.
Yep, it does look nice, this art. Also the music is calming, it's like la 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 la. Reminds me of Heroes 2, if anything. I don't know really why, but whatever. Also Warsaw loves me because apparently they wanted cotton. I gave them that, and this is going to increase my growth by a ton. Very nice. And because of this, I'm going to go into default focus. I could even go for food focus, but I'm not gonna push it. I do want to gain some more gold, and I do want, yeah, say default focus is good enough. User says, actually, what do I want you to do? I want a road to Łódź. I really do. Because, you know, having a road to Łódź would increase my happiness in the future, as well as give me additional gold supplies, which I do also need. Alright, User says, just walk in this direction. I want to see who's over there. Somebody has to be over there. I don't doubt it for a second. Also, you... Oh, is this where they want to settle? I hope it isn't. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, I will be able to settle a city over here, but it will be very conflicting. I will lose access to gems, and it will make me annoyed in general. I will have to take the enemy city and probably raise it in the future. I don't want this to happen. I hope Morocco will listen to the voice of reason and that they will not settle a city over here just yet. If they do, then I'll be mad, because I could have killed those settlers nice and easy, but I thought, yeah, let's be diplomatic. Not a good choice in the end, as it turns out. In fact, just because I don't trust the enemy the AI one bit, I'm gonna get myself another horseman before I try to go for Hagia Sophia. You know, having more military will never hurt anybody, and yeah. Also, I'll try to get trebuchets relatively quickly, because I have a feeling the enemy will, in fact, annoy me and settle a city over here. Please don't do this. Please be nice. Okay, he did not settle a city. In fact, he's just not moving from here at all. It makes me want to make a settler and make him go over here, just to give Morocco a sign that I claim this land as mine and that I want them away from here. Anyway, Yuda says just, well, you stay here. And you go over here to have an eye on the Zulus, please. I think it's a solid idea. You continue going in this general direction. I want a road, as I said. F the farms, I want roads. As for you, Leia, let's see what is nearby. I just got a barbarian encampment. It should be okay-ish, easily-ish to clear it out if I attack from this angle, because attacking over a river will be kind of difficult. Also, there's a city-state somewhere over there, which is nice. I could use the extra gold. You just say go somewhere where I can gain decent bonus. I can make Krakow grow faster. Krakow, whatever. Which would be good. I need this city to grow, but I also desperately need more science, and I could use some good old faith in my enemy city, so I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna establish a trade route to Ulundi. I will gain less science than the enemy, in fact. But I'll gain some science. Yeah, I'll spread religion, which is more important than anything. Let's do this. Yeah, whatever. Also, extra gold, it can never ever hurt, can it? And I believe it's good enough to end my turn right here. 7 turns to I finally get this. Library, can I speed this up by going for that? Yes, indeed I can. Wait, it's 6 turns, not 7, whatever. What do I want after that? Well, quite obviously granary, I want more food. And that's about it. After I get the horseman, what do I want after I get the horseman? You know what? I'll get my settler. I will not use him yet, but I'll have him ready for when I do want to settle a city. It sounds like a solid idea. Yeah, it really does sound like a solid idea. Let's end the turn. See what the enemy does. He's moving away with his settlers. That makes me very, very happy. Shaka is now in medieval era. That's not potentially good, but I'll try to deal with this if at all possible. Which continues to grow, which is mildly annoying because I keep losing happiness because of this. But in 4 turns I'll have a workport, which I'll be able to use to gain access to crabs. Yet again, a very important feature, because this will give me an extra 4 happiness, which is in fact a lot. Alright. La Venta, that's very nice, because they are religious, they give me faith just from meeting them. I could always use some more faith. Also, if I help them kill those barbarians, which I will, they will like me more, and as a direct result, they'll give me even more faith. Which is what I could use yet again. Also, they want me to kill this barbarian. Are you serious right now? Do you see how far away it is? There's really nothing you need to be afraid of from this encampment anyway. So, quit your whining and deal with your problems yourself. Anyway, what do I need to do now? Nothing really. I'm gonna get my extra horseman just to show off and be all cool and whatnot. I don't really need him desperately, but... Ooh, somebody got Petra. That's a very nice wonder. I couldn't use it really because I don't have access to desert. I mean, I do have desert over here, but honestly, Petra just for that is kind of a waste. Would be nice to have it just to not allow anybody else, but yeah. I wonder who got it though. It's one of the unmanned players, I know that, but who and why? Okay. Losing grasp on Mombasa, that's not very good, but there isn't also much I can do about it. Alright, pointed sticks. I'm way more powerful than Shaka, almost as powerful as Morocco, so I don't have to fear them. Venice is way more powerful than I am, but Venice is kind of peaceful most of the time. And the unmanned player is absolutely powerful. So, who are they? I only have 6 players out of how many were added in the expansion 8. It could be Brazil, it could be Portugal, it could be... Was there anything else? Anybody else added in the expansion actually? Or were there only 6 factions? I don't even remember, mind you. Which is sad, I guess. I don't know. Who would I expect to have more military power though? Brazil or Portugal? That's tough to say. Difficult to say. It's really difficult to say. Oh yeah, there are more factions. There's Indonesia, and there was somebody else that I forgot who was added. Sorry, whoever it is. Oh, it was Assyria. Now I remember. Yeah, Assyrians might have the biggest army, and that would be actually probable. Anyway, yeah, I want you to have, let's think. You know, there's a lot of jungles everywhere. Let's go for a drill. And I'll just make you... Where should I send this horseman? Just take what over this area. It sounds like a solid idea. And I will use the other horseman to help La Venta and whatnot. Sounds like a solid plan. You continue making... Oh, that's... that's very nice what you did just there. Totally impractical. But nice nevertheless. Okay, anyway, Yuri says it is a minor defeat because apparently I'm attacking over a river? There's no river between this town and the other town. That's BS. Whatever, let's attack them regardless. Lavento will like me if I kill them. I will not be able to kill them. In fact, you know what? Oh, the Zulus will be able to kill them and take the victory for themselves. That's annoying. Anyway, I'm going to move back here so that Lavento doesn't hit me for standing inside the borders. You know what, I'm not gonna make this settler right now because it is making my city stagnate and I want to make the most of my Love the King Day. Instead then, I would love to go for maybe Caravansary. That would be nice. Temple would be nice, I'm fine. Everything would be nice. Or I could start working in fact on... I could start working on the Hagia Sophia, in fact. That sounds like a better idea. And the reason why I don't want to start working on Silla right away is because, look at that. One turn and then another citizen. I really could use as many citizens as I can. Of course, it would drain my happiness, but in the long run, definitely a solid idea, I would say. A valid one. I keep repeating the same words over and over, I think, but that's again because it is kind of late. I might be a little bit tired. I might be... less awesome than usual, and usually I'm not too awesome at all, so I'm completely unawesome. I'm anti-awesome. Whatever. Anyway, those guys are still here, which is annoying because I will not be able to kill them in one turn. Let's heal up a little, shall we? Maybe the enemy will try to soften them up a little with those archers, and then I will be able to finish those guys off and take the prize for myself. Yeah, I know, kinda evil, but that's what I'm going to do regardless. Finish your library! Come on, how long do you actually have that? Could you... Yeah, I can speed this now that they've gained access to salt. It is actually increasing the city's production. 2 turns until Hungary library finally. I have to wait forever. Zulus also started a caravan between Warsaw and Ulundi. Solid idea. That's probably for the same reason I started a caravan between our cities. We might hate them, but it doesn't stop us from trading with each other. You know how it is. Wars will be wars, but money will be money. That didn't sound deep at all, but whatever, I'll deal with that. Also, what do I want to purchase? Have Krakow erect after I make this boat. Well, probably a Colosseum. I mean, Lighthouse would be very beneficial to the city. Very beneficial. In fact, it would be amazing, but I need happiness more than I need population right now. I could go for Shrine, but yet again, because of the Stonehenge itself, I'm actually producing a fair amount of faith, and I believe I'll be able to get a great profit long before anybody else will actually even get his first. Maybe one faction will get their great profit first, probably Morocco, because they are going for piety. But other than that, I think I'm safe. I'll get the most powerful religion, and this will actually be the pavestone for my victory. Okay then, let's finish the turn again. Let me drink a little bit more juice, because I do need it. Ooh. Venice really wants to have sea superiority. Understandable, and that's like the only thing they can go for. I mean, from one city you cannot create enough troops to actually matter, really. I mean, yes, Venice can buy troops in their puppet states, but they cannot make them make those troops, right? So it only makes sense that they make the troops they have count as much as possible. And then the ones that increase the power of your military units are very difficult to acquire, and Venice is right to say that it will probably not happen. They will not be able to get the wonders that will increase the unit's effectiveness. But that doesn't apply to naval units, because they already got the Chloride Library, they got the Colossus to increase the gold production. All in all, they are doing a fairly solid idea in thinking, a very solid job in thinking, so thinking, whatever. So yeah, I can applaud them for that. Anyway, I do want this barbarian capital to be dead. Maybe even Mombasa wants to destroy. No, it doesn't. F you, Mombasa. No longer gives me any food either. That's sad, but whatever. It was worth the caravan, I would say, to actually gain a little bit more food for at least a little bit of time. And now I can claim the prize, kill the barbarians for Laventa. It should like me more. Not a whole lot more, because they didn't actually give me this as a quest, but they should like me more. Yeah, they're grateful. Not really all that grateful, but they're somewhat grateful. That's good. I discard Sidon. I would love them to be my friends, because Sidon would give me 3 units. 3 units are awesome. They also want me to destroy the second capital. You know what? I might actually do this. I'll heal up my horsemen, and then I'll head over there and do that. Anyway, I think I'm ready for the next turn. In the next turn, I'll start production of the National College, and then finally I'll be able to make some more cities, which would be by all means wonderful. And you know what? Why not go for some extra food? Because I want to grow population in Warsaw. Not in other countries, I mean cities, not necessarily, because this will increase my unhappiness. But Warsaw, yes, it is my capital. It deserves to be as good as it can possibly be. Also, I plan to later on stagnate it by making settlers, so it is only fair that I give it as much food before that as humanly possible. Anyway, the video is almost 30 minutes long, and I believe it is a fairly decent idea to actually end it right here. It will be a little bit shorter than the other ones, but it doesn't really matter all that much, in just a couple of minutes. Also, you just, how am I going to call you? I'll call you the... Pancake. Pancake what? How do you call cavalry units in a cool way? I usually call my units Pancake Squad, but this guy, he's not Pancake Squad, he is... Pancake Riders. Yeah, they're my riders. They're the riders with pancakes, and they will have medic because it's an amazing trait. Odysseus, I named them after myself. I want to think that they are this kind of elite unit that can kill a ton of enemies by themselves. So I just want them to be awesome, and I can do that by increasing the visibility range? No, I can do that by increasing their shock skill. Later on they will be able to heal up without even while making other actions or attack twice and whatnot. They will be amazing after a while. For now I just want them to heal. You just oh, those pesky Venetians, they will actually gain the gold from this encampment. Whatever, at least I'll gain the experience. That's something. You have your gold, Venice. I hate you anyway. Anyway, you did both. Go over there. In the next turn, I'll finally get access to crabs, a new luxury resource. I'm pretty sure actually one of my cities wanted it. No, they wanted spices. Never mind. That's also something I will be able to gain access to, but not just yet. Not just yet. Anyway, you go back to default focus, and you there also finally you can go educational with the National College, which I need. And after I gain that, I will be able to settle a couple of more cities. It will increase the cost of other world wonders, for example Circus Maximus, which I desperately need. But you know what? F that. Right now I only care about National College to gain extra science, which I desperately need. As for anything else, I'll deal with that. Also because of Krakow and Carrot de Potosi, or however you're supposed to call it. Carrot de Potato, more like it. That's really funny. Whatever. Yeah, this will give me a ton of gold, and hopefully I will be actually able to buy some stuff. Meanwhile, Krakow is horribly unproductive. I could have seen this a mile away. No, I really couldn't have. Lighthouse will take less time to erect, but I do need the Colosseum, so just work on that, yes. If I can end the 10 and see my outro well end the 10, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please, by all means, like it. Maybe subscribe if you wish to see more content from my channel. Also, please do leave a comment because I appreciate them a lot. And I enjoy reading them, and I've not been saying a lot of them recently. I have been saying a lot of likes, and I do appreciate that. Those 5 of you that keep liking my videos, I love you a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you online. Look at this happiness. Anyway, bye!